Hey everyone, two sides of an isosceles triangle are 4 and 9 in length. We're going to compare quantitatively A and B. Whether one is greater than the other, they're equal, or we just can't determine the relationship. In this question, the answer is the two quantities are equal. Now, if you're watching these videos in order, you would have noticed that the last question was you could not determine the relationship. Here, this is different because of the following. So we have an isosceles triangle, and we have two sides that are 4 and 9. Quantity A is the length of the third side. So if this is isosceles, well then the third side has to match either 4 or 9, correct? And the options are 4 or 9. And you might be led to believe that, well, we can't determine the relationship because it could be either one. Well, here's where we need to further our skill set here. When we are discussing the third side of any triangle, remember that the third side of any triangle, when you are taking a look at the triangle inequality theorem, here's what you need to do. Let's subtract 4 and 9 to get 5, and add them together to get 13. That third side, I'll use T for third side, that third side will now have to be between 5 and 13. And this is because the two sides of a triangle have to be greater than the third side, the biggest side. So in this case, we have 5 and 13 as the difference and the sum. And the reason that this helps out is because if I were to put in 4 along with the other 4, is that greater than 9? No, it's not. And again, we need to use, the triangle inequality theorem. Triangle inequality theorem. That's what we're applying here. All right. And so the trick to that is, again, subtract those two sides. That's the lower. Add the two sides. That's the upper. Your third side is in between those two values. So it has to be between 5 and 13. But because it's isosceles, we can't have a 4 there. That won't work because it's less than 5. So the only option for us is 9. Therefore, since they're both 9, the quantities are equal. So that one was a little trick question, right? It definitely was. And I love it because it allows us to really understand it on a deeper level. So if you have any questions, I'm here for you. Let's get cracking.